Welcome to North Yorkshire in Great Britain. Another former RAF base during the Second World War got transformed into a motor racing circuit. This one, however, is the most unique out of all the ones we visit on the calendar throughout the year. This is actually the most untouched. It is a simple Croft, surrounded by fields. Make a mistake here, all you're going to help is the local farmer in the harvest. Welcome to Croft Circuit for the latest round of the TDM series. Hello everybody, welcome up to the commentary box. Josh Birch back with you as well. Apologies I wasn't here last week. We were up covering the Indianapolis 500. Well done to JT for covering what was a very interesting race over at Knock Hill. Tonight we're all set to get going though here at Croft, and we don't know exactly what we're going to see. 4 cars out there on the circuit at the moment in the practice session. We're going to be very interesting. Daniel has done a couple of lap times. He's top at the moment. We've got 8 minutes to go in the practice session. Matt's back this week as well, which is always good news out there on the circuit. I think we're going to have a very fun evening. Alongside us, this is what happened. This is live at the circuit. JT's just doing his fly around with the drone. And look at Croft. It's beautifully rendered in the Assetto Corsa, and it is a very fast circuit as well. It's flat out sections. You've got sunny in, sunny out. Then you've got the tight hairpin, which leads on down towards turn 1 as well. Opportunities for overtaking at this place are high. Opportunities for making accidents even higher. So I think we're going to be in for a fun afternoon of racing and certainly an entertaining night. So sit down, get yourself comfortable. We are going to be in for a classic. Riding now down through the first couple of corners. We're watching Daniel now as he flies through the chicane. Oops. He despawned and our drone almost crashes. He goes back into the pit lane from where he was. Weber Nuasha at the moment, he is 139.546. He's got the top time. Daniel's in P2 on a 139.65. Jack's on a 140.028. Sandeep is on a 146.52. Mick Jones is on a 147.16. John Jig, 148.09. Matt Pryor, 141.758. So Mick Jones there on his 5th place and looking faster across the board, which is going to be an interesting one to find out with. Cars at the hairpin. There is Mick now exiting at the back as you take a look at the circuit. And this place is awesome. Absolutely love it. Croft's one of my favourite on the calendar. It always rains here. I don't know if you've ever noticed that on the British Touring Car calendar, but every time we go, at least one of the races is usually affected by rain, and it's usually race 3. So you kind of know you're going to have a good day of running as we now fade up and take a look at the circuit. We're watching Daniel now looking on the track. We apologise, by the way, coming into tonight, if you see that any of the camera angles are shocking. We have not got the best, so JT is going to be doing quite a lot of his drone camera, as comes directly from our producer this evening. So if you see any drone cams, you know that JT is trying to give us the best picture possible. Daniel comes out of the last corner as he comes up over the line. Is it quicker on this time? 156.105 is his best. He goes up to 156.105. So Daniel then quicker this session, but always missed the ballast towards the first corner. The combined practice times put Weber at top with a 139.546. That's the server practice time. This is the official practice of 10 minutes before we go into qualifying. And I've made the mistake of coming to the commentary box without a drink. So that's a bit of a slip up. Daniel's first sector time is up, though, with a 29.871 as he takes a wide line now down into the hairpin, pushes back out, rear stepping. Not looking too bad, actually, as we just get you up on the screen some Croft facts that JT is providing for you shortly. And I'm just getting my notes open as well. Croft Circuit actually has already been visited by the 2026 Touring Car Championship. We had the first test here as well coming into it. But the track corners in total has been made back in 1997. You've got turn 1 at Clervaux, then through Hawthorne, the chicane, Tower Bend, then back down to the Jim Clark S's, Barcroft, sunny in, sunny out, and then through the complex before the last hairpin as well, which is where we are now. Very busy at the moment. A lot of cars out there in same position. So at least gathering data. Daniel set the fastest second sector time, as somebody's tried to call me through my earphones. I don't know if you heard that on stream. Apologies if you did. As Mick Jones now does a 27.709 in the first sector. I'll send that to voicemail as it comes through. So Mick Jones' first sector was quick. I've got sector times up here, but looking faster and faster. So let's take a look then at what happened during some of the earlier server practice before official got underway. Yeah, this basically is Daniel, who was doing a lot of laps. Now, remember last week, JT told you about him and Daniel. He beat him in the official times in terms of how many laps ranked up on practice. JT was able to do more than him. So our own producer was able to do more. Let's see then Daniel trying to get out of the map during the practice. I said about how if you go off the circuit here, all you are helping is the farmer. Well, this is going to look a bit weird. Right, so it's going to look a bit weird because the box isn't lined up, but this was Daniel. Roly-poly, oly coming over as well. He comes straight down towards Barcroft and Sunny Inn and just completely accelerates off straight towards the wall. Matt Pryor went to have a look at what was happening. Thank God it's not A in reality. But he actually did get out of the map once and went out of bounds. And yeah, the car self-destructing itself and glitching out like crazy. The drone didn't crash, by the way. We don't say about that. But yeah, Daniel basically was just trying to get out of the map like crazy during the opener. But hey-ho, he managed to succeed. So credit to where credit is due. Taking a look at Weber Nuashtu, his first sector time at 29.204. Sandeep Bourgier now second sector to 50.070. So he's managed to get some time back through. Watching Jack Smith now, who's in fourth place. He's sector time 142. That last time by as he flies through into turn 1 at Clervaux, jumps over the chicane, kicks over one of our bollards by the time he gets through Hawthorne. So not really the best advance there. Please keep off our grass. Yeah, do please keep off our grass. Here's our replay side. We're just going in side by side. JT's just adjusting some stuff as we get on. Watching the live editing. There we go. But yeah, we like to make it look clean and crispier on board. And there's a great look actually as down into turn 1, you've got the 1 bollard, the 2 bollard, and 3 bollard. The bollards actually give a good reference point as to 150 meters before corner for a braking point. So it's actually great that they don't move in game. Otherwise, we're all in a bit of trouble with that one. Weber Nuashtu 1:39.764. His best lap time is a 1:39.546 across the two. Daniel's done a fastest third sector time at a 20.376 as we watch Jack Smith come now through into the complex before the hairpin, the last corner on the track. He'll take a little bit too much of the entry curb. We're right on board now. Watch as he swings the car in to the hairpin, misses the apex by a country mile, but he'll get back on the power, pushes down now over the line. He's fastest of all in the second sector. Will he go fastest in the official practice session? No. 1:41.226, and he improves up to a 1:40.889. Right, what is Daniel up to now? JT is trying to find him on the drone camera. Here he is coming in towards the Jim Clark S's. Show us what you've got as he flies in. This is down now through Barcroft before Sunny, and this is Barcroft now, and then down into Sunny in and Sunny out. late on the brakes. He's turning in. He hasn't done it this time, but he has missed the apex. Almost onto the drag strip on the exit there. Yeah, Daniel says he is going to try it after practice, and this is after practice. With the checker flag has come out for this session, by the way. We are minus 1 minute 11. So that is completed. So it should really be an opportunity now to go for it. Is he going to take that opportunity? That's always a different question. Oh, little bit wide. He thought about it. He did think about it. As we now see, here comes Webber Ashtu over the line. 1:39.764 is his best lap time in official practice, and the server practice is a 1:39.546. Last lap time 2 minute 9.814, so just lifts out of it. Down through the first corner. Drone cam's going to make me sick at this point. Wow. Okay. Oh, Matt is in the gravel as JT flies it around. I've lost graphics on my side. I don't know if JT's note has as well. Oh, we're in cinematic mode, so we don't have any cameras in cinematic. That's very nice. Oh, that's nice. Still, they do know that the session is over, don't they? Like, do they know that the session's over? Because we're -2. Well, they're getting some extra practice time before the server and race 1 and qualifying underway. There we go, live on it. Did he get out? No, he doesn't, but he absolutely spins up 157.27 kilometers an hour. That's what it was just recorded as on my timing screen as that crash. Talk about unbelievable. That was really, really impressive. So Jack has actually improved, 1:39.730. He's gone fastest in this session. Looking strong. So it's time to get the server restarted. JT told me quite quickly that the camera was coming on, so I'll give a stand up for it. So what are we going to see come qualifying? This is going to be interesting with the usual session lineup, which will give us the grid for race number 1. And then race 2 is set by the other runs. Right, here's your grid then for the calendar. This is round 4 of season 2. We've already ticked off Donington National, Silverstone International, and Knock Hill last week. We're at Croft this week on the 19th of May before going back to Brands Hatch for the full Grand Prix layout next week. Followed then by Thruxton on the 2nd of June, Snetterton 200 circuit, that's on the 9th of June, Knock Hill Reverse on the 16th, and Anglesey is on the 23rd of June to end season 2. My microphone lead's not tied up correctly. Or it's rule 1, make sure your microphone is tied in. It wasn't. It's a brand new lead, so that could have electrocuted me at some point. Oh, that actually makes it feel a bit better. I was wondering why it was I might have to swap to the headset mic. Okay, so we're going up then for qualifying to get underway, and the server has reset and the green light goes on. It's a 10-minute session. Drivers can head out there for unlimited times, and then we will have our results for race 1 here for the TDM FunCup Season 2. No sign of anybody. Yes, we do have one car out there. That's going to be Daniel. He'll head out in qualifying and begin our runs. And actually, JT, keep the camera on for a second, because I've just saw something. I'm wearing a Ford Goodyear top here, so, and the hoodie. It's got on the back, but I've just seen something that Nina got me that I just think might make you laugh. So give me a second, viewers, to give you a laugh as a moth flies by me. Goodyear hat. The Goodyear hat as well. Yeah. I mean, why not go full Goodyear sponsorship, eh? Look at that. The Goodyear hat as well, as I blocked up there. Hashtag not sponsored, but Goodyear. I mean, I've got all your merchandise, Goodyear. If you want to give us a sponsorship for the FunCup, you're more than welcome. I just saw that. Sitting on the side of the desk here. I thought, do you know, that's a very good idea. You're already wearing the Goodyear hoodie, and then Nina got you the Goodyear hat last year. Just put it on, and yeah, Goodyear tires, not sponsored, but yeah, just enjoying the promotion. I do look like Goodyear admin spat me out though, don't I? Should we take the hat off and go back? We are underway though, still at the side here. And Daniel's going to be the first driver to attempt a lap time. So let's follow him around then on the lap as he comes across the line, downhill in towards turn number 1 at Clervaux. Fourth gear, 138, 140, 150. I saw 150 as he reaches the braking zone, 160, still going. 1, 2, brake down, 2 gears into fourth. Keep on the accelerators. He comes down in towards Hawthorne. Rise up, push back the power. Third gear, up to fourth gear as you approach the chicane. It's a long upright battle through the chicane and now down towards Tower Bend. Can you get the access through as your attention to the braking point? This is going to be the big factor here. Down on the brakes, turns it in, flicks it down into what is third gear at 70, now 80, now 90 kilometers an hour as he rises back up towards the Jim Clark S's. Listen in through the S's. Absolutely full commitment through the Jim Clark S's through Barcroft. This is sunny in and then through sunny out. A double sort of right-hander that you have 2 bites of the cherry out down towards the complex. And this is looking a very good lap time from Daniel. Hard on the brakes. Now the complex is complex. It means 2 things as you break down fourth gear, down again into third as you huck it back through towards the hairpin. Usually a second gear corner. Let's see what Daniel can attack it out in qualifying. Down into second gear, turns it in, half revs, back on the throttle, up towards the line, third gear pull, fourth gear pull, leaving it in as you close over the line. Your lap time will be coming soon. Is he going to change the fifth? No, he stays in fourth. Does change the fifth, but he's already crossed the line. 140.072. That's the benchmarker. Here comes Matt Pryor over the line now. Is that a differential time? Let's see. His bank was a 207.6. 142.121. So Daniel ahead by 2 seconds at the moment. Here comes Webber Ashton over the line. Fastest in the middle sector. Answer, yeah, 139.904. That's a fantastic lap time. Here comes Mick Junis as well over the line. He's 6th. Will he go faster? Daniel's already sent an improvement in sector 1. Mick goes 3rd, 141.371. Here comes Daniel. And now John Jig over the line first, 142.135. Daniel's the fastest of all in that first sector. That's a better lap time than we were expecting. Here comes George Rumington over the line. 2:44 was his best lap time in the warm-up lap. He's in a 1:43.611. And Daniel back with him now, still looking fast. Track temperature, 15 degrees Celsius. Sorry, air temperature, 50 degrees Celsius. Track temperature, 14 degrees Celsius. 50% humidity, perfect conditions. And really, at the moment, Daniel running in like crazy. Fastest first sector time. Can he get the second sector time? His best lap time is still his qualifying. Sector 1 is now Webber's, 29.409. Daniel, 29.377. Second sector, 49.37, but he's gone wide, coming down into the hairpin, so he's lost down a little bit more time. Can he have tractions over the line? Can he beat Webber's time for pole position? There's only a 10th between them at the moment. Over the line, no! 140.072. He misses out. Now, pick it up with Matt Pryor as he comes out of the last corner, heads down towards the check-in point with 5 minutes to go of the session. 4.5 now, but who's really being technical? Over the line for Matt Pryor, still 3rd place. 142.202. Webber Ashton, could he improve up? His best time was in the 139.7s in the pre-session. He's gone faster than that with a 139.604. Fabulous lap time at the front. Here comes Mick Jonas now as he comes over the line. What can Mick do? 4th at the moment. Goes 3rd ahead of Matt Pryor. 140.319. Very much a decent better lap time. John Jig stays now 4th position, back ahead of Matt Pryor, 140.858. George Remington. What can he do? Over the line, 130, 140, 141, 142, 43. George stays 6, 142.855. This is now Webber's time, first sector, at a 29.319. Very quick, 29.472 from Daniel. Mick does a 29.828 first sector, but it's between Daniel and Webber. It looks like for pole position at the moment. We cut now to Daniel. Matching with his own best times into the second sector. Comes out of the last corner, up towards the line. Is he quicker or not? It'll be close. It's a long run to that line. Over it now. 139.802, but Webber's looking quicker. And I suppose, JT, and to everyone listening in, we're wearing the Goodyear merch. Dunlop advertising. There you go, not biased. Over the line now for Matt Pryor. Webber's right behind him. Matt does a 142.2. Webber over the line again. Is it quicker? 139.334. Mick Jones now. John Jig right behind him. What's Mick got? Over from third place, second row. Down on the sectors. What about John Jig in P4? Can he go ahead of Mick and take up a position? Answer, no. 40.519. George Remington looking strong. He's still in 6th place, over the line, and oh, he's 1,000 off his own best time from what he had. 142.865. 6,000s now. Thank you, JT. Yeah, these times only go to tenths and hundredths, not thousandths on these calendars. So it's slightly different how we have to calculate it. Less than now coming up, 1 minute 30 to go. What have you got for us? Here comes Daniel. Over the line. And Daniel is 139.694. So he is 3/10 up. Here comes Matt Pryor. Is there going to be a differential or a better time? Over, mixed down as well by 3/10 in the second sector. Matt Pryor stays 5th, 141.202. So a slight improvement is going to be needed there. Qualifying less than a minute to go. Yeah, Sandeep and Jack Smith have not gone out to do a lap time. They have stayed inside the pit lane. So they're going to start from this race at the back. They have not left. They are still there. I hope they know that this is qualifying. That's a slight surprise. 30 seconds to go. They've missed time and then they won't have enough to get out there. So they are forfeiting a qualifying position on the grid. Webber from Daniel, both still looking super duper strong. As they hurtle in, can they try and have a lot more time on their hands? We'll have a look and see what the deal is between that. They're top two in the championship, but they have not gone out there. Daniel over the line now. 139.712. 2/10 down. So they're not finding their better runs. Oh, and off into the barrier goes Daniel as the checkered flag is out for the session. He's still trying to find out what's going to happen. So I think that is the end, and that is going to be Webber Nuashtu on pole position for race 1 here at Croft. So Webber will take pole, Daniel second, Mick third, John Jig fourth, Matt Pryor in 5th, George Romington 6th, and Sandeep Burgi and Jack Smith are going to start 7th and 8th. Very, very, very suspicious. Just looking at our monitors up here in the commentary box on the timing screens. Very strange actions on their front. As JT has now got 2 screens enabled for me up here in the booth. Very handy as well to see the production screen at the moment. So we've got a replay lined up shortly of that crash down towards turn number 1. So we'll wait for the server to lag back in, and then we are all good to go. What a fabulous session, in all honesty. That was something else. Wonder what we're going to see come race 1 then out here. Is that going to be a smooth race? Is it going to be a strange race? I can't wait. And it's coming up soon. I wonder why George is still doing laps in the server before it resets itself. Right, here's the replay. And this is what happened after qualifying with Daniel down in towards turn 1. Loops it and bangs the barrier. Gives those fans in the grandstand a nice one. Well, here's the standings then as we find them at the moment. Sandeep Burgi is leading on 116 points. Jack Smith is on 95. They are going to start these races from the back of the grid. And then we have Webber and Ashton on 79. Daniels on 74. Matt Pryor's on 60. John Jenkins on 55. Mick Jones is on 54. And George Remington is on 34. Got a side-by-side replay coming up shortly as well. I haven't seen this myself. I've just seen it on the production screen just below us. But something's come through. Got a full screen replay coming in, but I think he's taking it from side-by-side, so you might see me talking about it. So it's an unseen clip that we haven't had. Okay. So when we were doing the standings, something else has happened out there on the screen that we're going to now show to you as we remind you. So this is George Remington. This is when we were doing the production. This is down towards turn 1 at Clearview. Has he done what Daniel's done? Straight on, straight on, straight on. Ow. Not good, not good. That's just a straight on sort of go point attack. Why not? Just see what is going to happen in these things. It might be quite funny. Okay, here we go then. Get set then. We're ready for race 1 here at Croft. Welcome to the TDM FunCup here at Croft Circuit. It's time for race 1 to get underway, and we are expecting sheer delight. What are we going to witness when the green lights go on and we go racing? Webber and Ashton on pole position. Daniel is second. Mick Jones alongside John Jigg, Matt Pryor, George Romington, and then we get Jack Smith alongside Sandeep Burgi as well. That is the running order as we will get ready for the lights to go out. Well, welcome up into the commentary box. I'm Joshua Birch. Our producer is Josh Turner. And we are all getting set then for the lights to go on. Count them with me. There will be 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Lights out! We go racing at Croft, and that's an interesting start. Webber Ashton just doesn't really seem to get going. Daniel takes it along with Mick Jones as well. John Jiggerman Pryor. Webber's dropped down into 6th position, and in fact he's dropped right to the back. So that's an interesting getaway from Webber. Wonder if he's going to try and do a through the field. Daniel's going to take full advantage of it as they come through Hawthorne into the chicane now, and then down towards Tower Bend. Daniel leads. Matt Pryor up into 2nd. Mick Jones now 3rd. The Sandeep Bergiota into 4th place. Jack Smith is in 5th. George Remington takes John Jig 7th. And Webber actually still in 8th position. What happened there from pole position to the back of the field? That is going to have to be a personal choice unless there was a disconnect and he now just gets going. But that is something. Contact! George Remington slightly round and he almost hits Jack Smith as well. Sandeep and Mick June's involved in that as well. They all sort of Constantine it up down at Tower Bend. Down now in towards the Jim Clark S's. Still side by side further back, as well as George Remington tries to go around the outside line of John Jig. He succeeds. John Jig's now dropped down to 7th. Webber's there to try and catch up. Through now by Croft into Sonny in and Sonny out. That's going to be a lift off, and it was a lift off. And this spinner into the back. George Remington is off into the barrier, so he'll be reset and get going, but he's lost out on several time zones now. 7.6 seconds back to John Jig. Well, what an interesting opening lap. What an interesting opening lap that was. As they continue round, 13 minutes left. That's lap 1 done. Daniel leading, Matt Pryor 2nd, Mick Junes is in 3rd, Sandeep Bergie in 4th, Jack Smith in 5th position as they come now in towards turn 1. That's going to be at Clairvaux. And already they're just sort of lifting and coasting. This is Mick running in 3rd. He's got Matt and Sandeep sort of in front and behind. And I've got a feeling that Mick is going to be the next one to fall to Sandeep. He's got such a good exit coming out of Hawthorne into the chicane. He's all over the back of him. Jack Smith's right there as well. They're going to try and team it up from the back to the front. Seems to be an idea that is working for the pair of them. As a brilliant defense actually for Mickey and actually for Matt Pryor. But Matt's now under attack from Mick. Matt goes wide down into Tower Bend, and now a 3 wide at the exit. That's going to allow Sandeep to try and get a run on him. Coming through the Jim Clark S's, and now he's got it side by side. Whoa, that's how, and look at that still. Mick's trying to go around the outside and hold it off. Sandeep's going to take the inside. They're going to come together. They're not careful. They just about avoid it as they come down now in towards Sunny in. Car off. That's going to be Matt Pryor. Matt Pryor goes round and Sandeep takes 2nd. Mick goes 3rd and Matt's all the way back into 6th position as the battle's still bruising on now into the inside line. That's Webber, and now Jack's trying to take Mick coming through the complex section. He sails around the outside. Mick nearly locks up, takes Jack off almost, and now down in towards the hairpin. They're still under the attack as now back on the inside line. Here comes again the attack from, that is Mick in 6th place, trying to get his paces back. Webber's back up to 4th. That's lap 2, by the way, with 11 minutes to go. Well, Daniel's taken a fast time at the front, so slightly more impressive. Track temperature and air temperature, this is pretty much the same. Track now 15, air temperature 16. Through the chicane, down towards Tower Bend. Now, as things stand, Daniel has pulled out a 3.11 second advantage. That's a very good point. Let's have a replay then. And this was on the opening lap down into the first corner. And that was almost curtains for Jack Smith's race, as again, getting all hooked up with George Remington. He'll have then further problems later on in the lap. Webber's already back up into 4th position. That's something that we can't explain, as we ride with him now coming into Barcroft, and then Sonny in and Sonny out. Oh, Jack gets wide as he comes through Sonny out, and so does Webber. The pair of them taking these cars to the absolute limit. Jack's gone very deep coming into the first part of the complex. Webber's trying to have a look around the outside. Still can't find a sniff, can he? What about dive bomb on the inside line? Nope, not going to work there. Find another way through. It's almost like you shall not pass happening out there. Really not letting him have a go. Really doesn't want to let him have a go. Oh, John Jig's in the pits. John Jig into the pit lane. Now, that's unusual. There's no damage set on. So that's just John Jig in the pit lane of his own accord. Let's have a replay. This is Matt Pryor going deep down at the sunny in, sunny out complex corners and losing out on 4 places. He's now dropped back into 6th position as Webber dives through on the inside line at Tower Bend, gets back ahead of Jack Smith. Jack's going to have a go through the Jim Clark S's. He's trailing massively, trying to look around the inside line. That's going to be cut off. He cuts the corner into Barcroft. Will he have a look on the inside? He's thinking about it. He's going to trail late into Sunny In. Can't get in, but look who's gone wide. Big wide for Sandeep, who's back up into 2nd position. So many people making so little mistakes and costing them big time. Jack's trying to find a way through. Nerfs the back. There was contact with Webber there. Webber backs off, loses out on time to Sandeep. Through we come again. Out of the last corner of the hairpin and over the line. So we're about halfway in this race. This is now lap 5 of it as they come into the first one. Webber's just done a 139.6. So he's got the fastest lap of this race so far. It's got wide though, down at the first couple of corners. Is that going to allow Webber a little look on the inside? Thinks about it. Webber cuts the corner. Everyone's been cutting that corner though. Can Jack get the run on him down in towards Tower Bend? He has got such a momentum. It's such a long straight. You forget about it, actually. Down on the inside. No, not going to work there. Jim Clark S is up next. You can see now why we're not doing the Snetterton 300 circuit. We'll be here all day. These are doing 139s around Croft. That type of circuit would be very, very long. Look at Webber blocking the inside. Jack's going for it and Sunny In. Door bang. Off goes Webber. He keeps it on just. Jack knows that's not going to be right. They are door banging together. Webber's got the outside line down towards the complex. That's going to be very risky indeed to pull off, and he's done it. Jack's still holding behind, trying to give him a little bit of a nudge. Oh, Webber gets loose. All four-wheel drift. He's heading towards the tyre barrier. He hits that tyre barrier. Comes back through. And Webber very loose. Mick now P4. Jack's P5. Mick wants to go for the run. Can Mick have a go on Webber? Over now down towards the first corner. Webber did well to defend there. What happened to Jack? Jack must have pulled out massively there. Yeah, he did. Jack pulled out. He did not want to get involved in that accident and have it come back on him. Wise, actually, just to let that one go and let that sort of just play out the way he wanted it. But he's now put Mick in P4 directly ahead of them. Look at how much just carnage there is through the first corner there. Down now. This is lap 6 of the event. Keeping it together through the first couple of corners. And Jack now back ahead of Mick. And on the attack again of Webber. Daniel's pulled out 3 seconds. Here's the replay again. So watch now as Jack gives Webber a little nudge. He lifts out massively. I think just avoiding that tyre barrier. But Jack practically put the brakes on. That allowed then through on the inside Mick. And Mick just goes, straight forward. He's got nothing to lose in that little fight. But respect where respect's earned, they all treated that very, very, I'm sorry, after you kind of mentality. I like that. A bit of sportsmanship driving. Everyone's friends here. Nobody wants that to escalate. Jack's lap time. He's P4. As we're riding on board also with Mick in the picture-in-picture. Whoa, well, what happened there? That's a new one. Over we come then, once more. So over now, this is on board with Mick. He's running P5. He's chasing down Jack and Webber on the picture-in-picture. JT knows exactly where to go. Apparently, we can only use picture-in-picture in some areas of the track because there's been a bit of a problem with it. So, hands up, JT knows where it needs to be. JT can do it absolutely brilliantly. He's got this one on the mark, and I trust him a lot with the production. As we see Jack still in 4th place. We've opened up his camera. We can see him on board, and we've opened up Mick's camera now from P6. Still on the oppressive. This is fantastic racing. 3 minutes to go. 3.5 minutes to go in race 1. Race 2 coming up next as well, straight after. Might take the opportunity to grab a drink because I'm very much going to need it as well. Jack's off. Jack's gone straight on. He's gone rallying. Over he goes. Will he lose the place to Mick? Mick's coming round the corner. He took it naturally now. Is he going to give him the place because he went off the circuit? He does. So Jack would have been registered as track limits, and a very respectful thing there to do because he gained time and gained place. He gave it back because he did cut the corner. Well, that's a respectful zone. Let's take a look at it once again then on the replay. Turns in. He's getting loose through the first corner. He just drifts out wide. Completely accidental. That was not his fault. He's already on the back of Mick anyway now, coming down towards Tower Bend. And I think he'll pass him on the inside line with a little bit of ease. Mick knows he's going to defend that line, so Jax is going to go, show him the inside, late on the brake, trail. Power, 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 power. You can see the rear really jumping to try and get that power. Mick was smoother on the acceleration around the outside. Mick keeps the pace with a great defence. Through the Jim Clark S's. Oh, this is great battle for 4th place. Webber seems to have held on for 3rd. Here we go. Jack's going for it. Mick's going to hold the outside line like Webber tried. Push on the power. Door to door. He had to lift out. Jack goes through. Can Mick now fight a way back through? Well, this is amazing, actually, this racing. I don't know what we're on about. Absolute brilliant stuff so far. A little bit wide. A little bit careful. Oh! This is the last lap, but do you see how deep Webber went coming into the hairpin? Lost a lot of time. This is the last lap of the race as Matt Pryor for 6th, under attack by George Remington for 7th, and John Jick is in the pit lane. Wonder what's happened to him there. Could have been disqualified by the game as Matt now side by side with George. Matt's down to 7th. George through into 6th position. This is going to be tied down to Clover at turn 1. George heads around the outside, cooks it, goes through the gravel. Matt goes through. And Matt goes wide. George trying to look on the inside down the chicane. Matt's giving him enough room. They both cut the course. They just keep him inside. George now down in towards the braking zone. Should have this one. Matt's giving him absolutely nothing. He's squeezing him, knowing the track opens up into the braking zone at Tower Bend. George goes deep. Matt brakes. Tries to cut back. It hasn't worked. George takes 6th place. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Bring on the champagne. That was a worthy moment. But we pick up with Daniel, who has been very quick in this race. Really want to find out what happened to Webber at the start there. But it is Daniel who has led superbly from that moment at the start. And it is Daniel who wins race 1 here at Croft. The checker flag falls. He is victorious. Started 6th and wins the first race at Croft. Very nice. Very nice. Race 2 coming up shortly. Sandeep from Webber, Jack, Mick, George, Matt, and out went John Jig. And that is how the cookie crumbled. Great race. Great race. They're all coming back into the pit now, actually. They've all been very respectful of each other. Oh, there's Matt. Matt hits the barrier. So, let's turn up the music, and we'll be back with you in a moment. I've taken the hats off so I don't look like a Goodyear blimp. But this is a little tradition that was started on the IndyCar 500 broadcast. I've got a can of Pepsi Max. Other cans of Coke are available, but it's time to crack one open. It's race 2 time. Can't wait for this. Race 2 is going to be interesting. Race 1, Daniel from Sandeep, Webber, the top 3. What a fantastic podium that was. And Daniel's really got the momentum to keep this going. Race 2 coming in soon. So it's time to switch one mic for the other and get set for a very, very, very dramatic second event here. Sandeep is going to be on pole position with Daniel in second. Then it's going to be Webber third, Jack Smith fourth, George is fifth, Matt Pryor in sixth. And here come the lights. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off now. And it's a good getaway from Sandeep. As they go through the field, he takes the lead. Daniel drops down. And look again, Jack Smith and Webber Rushdie just dropping right to the back, as is Sandeep. They all drop back now. So those three have gone to the back. There is definitely something going on behind the scenes. If it's a race through the field, Daniel takes the lead for a second time, and George is right in the middle of the field, and everybody just manages to miss him. My goodness me! He gets back around and keeps it going, but it's all go at the front. Daniel leading, Sandeep running down 6th position, a 3-wide contact. Jack Smith and George, that's Webber around the outside. Jack's not going to get the brakes. Webber's going to have to give him room, otherwise they'll make contact. How do they avoid that one? Wow! What a start. What a crazy start to race 2. As they try and fly it through. Credit to JT for an amazing drone lap 1 race. And there's still contact. Round goes Webber, and also round as well. And with him, well, that was Sandeep, who also was in trouble there. George Remington's dropped back a couple of tenths as well. But Webber spinning round, George and Sandeep also round, coming into sunny in and sunny out. So the championship protagonists all in drama at the moment, and the championship leader is right at the back of the field. What on earth? What on earth is going on here tonight? We can't explain it. You can't explain it. I don't know, JT, whether to laugh or cry. This is absolute pandemonium right now as they keep on the attack in towards it now. And this is George battling with Sandeep. Sandeep's traveling around the outsides the first few corners. Down on the brakes. Championship leader at the back. Flicks back to the inside. Does George, rides the curb. Sandeep's on the outside. wants to give it some full beans. We've got Matt Pryor, though, on the attack of John Jig for third position, just ahead of them is Mick Dunes. Matt takes third position. John Jig stays in fourth because they're a little bit wide off the track. Well, your guess is as good as mine as to what on earth is going on right now. I think race 2 has turned into party town. It is happy hour. Crank one open. It's happy hour. So, let's try and have a look. JT is working behind the scenes. Here's lights out. So down towards the first corner. Great start from Sandeep. But already Webber and Jack have backed off. Then as soon as the pit lane exits open, backed off now comes Sandeep. And through goes Daniel and the rest of the top 5. And they just shoot off into the distance. There must be something going on that we don't know about. That's a very, very interesting event if it's to give us a reverse grid race. But either way, that is Daniel by 4.2 seconds to Mick. Matt Pryor now running in third. They didn't call it the FunCup for nothing. Absolute brilliance. Right, let's take a look at George now and his spin in a moment as we take the live action. Oh, here we go. Right, so there's George, look, just looping round, and how he didn't get collected by anybody, I don't know. That was sheer dumb luck. He managed to hold it together and, you know, kick it back up and no one else hit him. JT's telling us JT's telling me he's broken the system. Ah, he has actually broken the system. I'm actually looking at it. Yeah, okay, cool. There we go. So, as JT will fix the system, I'll give him a thumbs up on the Combox cam. They will attack once again as they fly in. What a great battle we've had going on right now. So, Daniel leads by 3/10. There's the contact again. Yeah. Kind of confirms it to me, doesn't it, of how that one played out. That is not good at all for our championship protagonist to be knocked out the way like that. JT going drone. Whoa! They fly by with brilliance. Jack can have a look on the inside of John Jig. Oh, he thinks about it. He's going to... Oh, he's through! John Jig backs... Oh, there's a problem with John Jig. John Jig lets Jack and Webber through and then slows big time. Did get clipped on the side of the barrier. So yeah. I think we should really have an open thing to the driver's voice chat and know what is happening. But they are giving us some entertainment for the FunCup tonight. Down now through Tower Bend. Down towards Jim Clark S's. Webber's going to have a look on Jack. You just know it's coming. Here it comes. Oh, Jack closing the door on him. Webber's trying to look for a way through. Left and right. Just lift up. Don't go too hard on it. Back on the power. Gently push that throttle down. Come on, is there a way? Is there a way? Nope, still nothing. Jack still in fourth, attacking now. Matt Pryor goes a little bit slow. Coming into the complex. Oh, and Jack gets forced off on that little run. And now we're 3 wide. Webber goes wide. Jack barges his way through on Matt Pryor. And John Jig has to brake as to not hit Webber. And now Matt's right at the back of Jack. Down towards that turn 1 at Clervaux. Reels him in. Jack's on the defensive line. Matt looks to the outside. Again, very defensive coming in from Jack. That's his one line to defend. Webber now looking for a way through. As we look at Jack on drone cam. Flicks through the chicane. Matt's right behind him. Webber is going to follow in those wheel tracks as they come now over down to Tower Bend. Matt looks to the outside. Jack's defending the inside. Matt's got more traction. Matt goes straight on. Through goes Webber. Matt just could not get anything. He's off the track as well. He almost ended up in those fields as we were talking about at the top of the broadcast. And Webber now right behind Jack. I've got a feeling if he's going to make a little lunge at some point. When is he looking through it at Sunny In? That was through Barcroft, now into Sunny In. Jack's defending the inside line. Webber's not going to take no for an answer, coming into Sunny Out. Jack's going to turn in, knows he's there. Webber pushes. This will get decided at the complex. Jack goes in deep. Webber lifts off, tries to get the throttle back. Pulls around the outside. Still nothing. Jack's a little weird at the exit. Webber pulls to the outside. Down to the hairpin. Both go deep. Matt's going to take Webber. Can't get the exit. Webber had that power back. Jack stays in third position. Over the line we go. Webber rules around the outside line. Jack's going to defend him, but Webber's gone in too deep. The rear steps out. He just keeps it on the track. Jack stays third, but he's slow at the exit of Hawthorne. Down to the chicane. Webber's through on the inside line. They're side by side through the chicane. There was contact between the two. They're both off the circuit. Matt Pryor just waiting to see what's going to happen in the outside run. He doesn't want to lose under the place. The two are side by side. Down into the braking zone now at Tower Bend. Webber's through. Jack gives him a little nudge. Just a little one though. Not enough to have any sort of harm between them. Through now at the Jim Clark S's. We've only got 5.5 minutes to go. We're already 10 minutes in. Whoa, Webber and Jack have hit. They're both off and through goes Matt. They're on the ulterior layout for the drag strip. Webber comes back on in front of Sandeep. He's now going to attack Matt Pryor. Jack's come out behind all of them now. Unbelievable scenes. Webber's back through on Matt. Goes too deep. Matt's coming in. Sandeep's there. The championship protagonists are all together. Webber backs off. Almost hits Sandeep. Jack's in there too. Matt's trying to get out of the battle. They all run wide. Matt hits Webber. Jack's coming back. Sandeep's attacking Webber. John Jiggs off the grass. Over the line. Down into turn one at Clervaux. Jack's round the outside. Matt's on the inside of that drone cam. Nothing happening through turn one at Clervaux. There was contact between Matt and Jack. Oh! Sandeep and Webber make contact. Webber gets loose as they come through. This is unbelievable drama. The championship protagonists are in an absolute dogfight right now. Down into Tower Bend. Jack's going for it. Jack hits Webber. Jack's trying to go through on the inside line. Sandeep's right there. Sandeep was spawning in and out. This is pandemonium. They're too wide. Coming through the Jim Clark S's. 3 wide. 3 wide into Barcroft. 4 wide. Webber turns in. Gets spun. Hits Sandeep. Jack, they both knock each other in to a straight line. Matt goes through. Webber's dropped back. Matt lifts off. Webber's coming in. Jack's in there too in P5. Sandeep's overtaken the pair of them for the championship. And now Webber shows the inside to Matt. Down into the complex. Here we go again. 3 wide. That's going to be a dive bomb. Look, George is here too. So's John Jig. Someone tell the top 2 to back off. Give us an entire race. They're 3 wide down to turn 1. Jack's just door banging Webber. Matt Pryor's holding up Jack. Webber's on the inside line. George Remington's in P7. Into turn 1. There's more contact. Off, 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 off. Matt Pryor almost hits the barrier. He drops to the back of this little melee. Webber holding on for 4th. George is now 5th. Jack battling with John Jick. There's contact between them. Through now. Oh, and off goes Jack. That's how he gets saved by the runoff. But that's going to be on the rally stage, not anything else. Jack, who is 2nd in the championship, gets 1 into 8. There's a dive bomb further ahead. No contact. That's Sandeep and Webber battling hard. This now also matters for the championship. This will put Webber back up in contention. And if Sandeep doesn't score many points, it brings Webber back into it. This is pandemonium right now. Off goes Sandeep, through goes Webber. Wonder if this is what people are taking the drop round for. Might explain why there is a drop round, so you can drop your worst round of the championship. I wonder if people have selected Croft to be that, and that's why we're seeing such confusion and melee here. They don't want to finish higher up. Whoa! This is the last lap coming up. Webber for 3rd, battling Sandeep for 4th. Are they going to let George Romington through and take 3rd place? If they want to drop a worse result, that's how you would look about it. Webber defending Sandeep. Webber looks like he's letting him through over the line, offering absolutely no defence at all. Oh, Sandeep looked to the inside there, didn't he? Off the track. They are door to door. Sandeep's wide. Webber's gone through. Well, this is a race and a half. They're still at it. Down now into Tower Bend. This is going to be the pandemonium cross point. Late. Contact again. Sandeep's gone wide. Webber's taking him. George going to try and find a way through now. Well, cross your fingers. What's going to happen next? This is a crunch point, people. And if you don't want to know, Daniel's about to do the double and win both races here at... Oh, they're still side by side. That's contact into Sunny in. Sandeep on the outside. Sandeep takes 3rd place. Webber might have him. Sandeep's off the track. Webber's coming through. Over the line. Daniel wins both races here at Croft in a tremendous fashion. It has been domination upon domination, but it's all kicking off further behind. Mick June's going to take in 2nd position. Sandeep banging doors with Webber. Webber goes in deep. Sandeep's going to pick it through. George is going to be in a battle now to the line. Webber's ahead, and he's lifted off. Sandeep is 3rd. Webber is 4th. Remington comes home in 5th. Pryor 6th. John Jiggs 7th. Jack Smith in 8th. Wow! Well, 2 great races for you here this evening. I hope you enjoyed it, because that was something else. Brilliant. What a way to spend a Tuesday with the FunCup. So I'll put the lip mic down and put the headset on and agree with JT and say, what just happened? That was something else. That really was something else. Complete and utter confusion, brilliance, and I loved it. What a race. Can we have more of those? Because we didn't know what was going on. The teams didn't know what was going on. So yeah, I'm up for that. We switched volumes to our Discord call. We will start to bring up people to the commentary box to tell us some more information about what was happening out there as well. And I think that's always going to be a smoother conversation. Remind me, JT, to make an interview screen for next week so that I don't have to be on camera all the time. But if we come up, who wants to come in for a chat? Right, Matt Pryor is coming in. Matt, What happened? What was all that about? We suspected it could be the drop round shenanigans, but what was going on? Why did everybody lift off and coast and create a melee?
I mean, I haven't had my meds today,
Right.
so that could explain some of the stuff. But if you saw it as well, then I guess it was reality.
Yes, man, it was. Unless everybody is drunk and driving tonight, which we
Well,
don't realize.
yeah, a lot happened, and also not at the same time.
Yeah, let's talk about that race 2 battle, Matt. That was something else. You were door to door. How was the drivers chatting on that one?
A lot of screaming for help.
Okay, I can imagine that. Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of screaming.
you know, lot of claustrophobia. A lot of claustrophobia.
We have some replays if you want to pick up on one of the screens up here in the booth. Hello, you can see me. I'm down here on the production screen. But if you want to take a look at some of the replays we've got going, so JT's loaded them in, we can show you them.
Go for it.
Which one are we starting with? This is race 2. And you were doing quite well to begin with at the start of it as well. How did you feel that went? That was web.
I had a great start on both races.
Yeah.
I was just so slow today, but I had great. Like if I had the slipstream, I was okay. But I had speed just equaled 0. I clearly left it in Northumberland.
Oh, you were on holiday for a week. I wasn't going to mention it, but yeah, I think you might have.
Well, yeah, I've just left it there. I can't be bothered to bring it with me.
Right. Okay. In that case, championship standings. This actually helps you a slightly bit. You've picked up quite a few points today with everybody else deciding that they're going to drop it.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how it's. I mean, I guess I'll take it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Watching so Jack on the inside of John, and then John goes wide, then Webber goes through.
Yeah, this is This is about halfway into the race when it all kicked off.
I was kind of hoping that John would kind of be my wingman a little bit, and then it didn't happen.
Here you are, look, you're in P3. Jack's going to go around the outside of you. You just keep your throttle in, push him wide. Webber's then going to come to the outside of him, and it's 3 wide. What were you thinking at this point? The claustrophobia?
Yeah, well, I didn't really appreciate Jack being on track, so I thought I would take him off of the track. But he didn't really appreciate being taken off of the track, so he sent it down the inside.
Well, Webber's with us now as well in the chat. Webber, hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. First of all, starts from pole position, lifts off. Explain.
We had an agreement of not doing qualifying, but I thought I may as well take pole. So, because otherwise I'm not going to take pole if Bergie does qualifying. So.
Explains. Yes, explains. So there was an agreement in place, but that was a stunning comeback. How did you find the side-by-side racing? Matt just said he felt claustrophobic with it all.
I don't. I just feel hot because I didn't turn my fan on before the race, and I regret that decision. So I'm very, very hot, especially after race 2. Race 1 was calm because Daniel was long gone, Bergie was clearly faster, and Jack had a battle with Mick, dropped back. So I was just third there, kind of middling. But then the second race just kicked off because we decided to go 3 wide.
This is you, Webber, in a battle with Jack and Matt. And Matt, you can see this as well from the drone cam. How did you find this little trio battle that was going on? Because if I'm not mistaken, what's going to happen here is Jack's going to force you off the track. What were you thinking at that moment?
I brake very early compared to everybody else. Because Bergie hit me off there on lap 1 in race 2. Because I brake before the tarmac changes color, because once I downshift, the left rear kicks out, and then the car kind of just slides. So I need to be braking in a straight line for a longer period of time, I think, compared to others. Which means they just brake way later than me, but then, I don't know, they should have just braked not on my line, instead of braking right behind.
And Matt, just coming to you on this one as well as we take another
Yeah.
look on this. Did you think all your Christmases came at once when you took third place?
Yes. I also questioned whether it was actually Christmas or whether I was just dreaming.
It's not a fantasy.
Yeah. It was. I'll be honest. It was a stressful third place. It was not a third place that was secure and exposed also many of the vulnerabilities on as a metaphor on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like. Look, I don't really know what's going on. I've come back off holiday. I've gone into a race. Half the people haven't qualified. John jumped the start in the first race, and now I'm 6 wide around Croft. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know what's going on.
I don't think
this
anybody
is
does.
where I hit Matt.
This was quite rude. I will be honest.
Oh, yeah, I guess you were turning, but I was there already. So.
Yeah, I kind of felt I was always turning in though. Like I was enough ahead to be allowed to like live, not die.
I mean, it did. You nearly died here, though, Matt. Did you clip the barrier or did you not? It's quite hard to
I
tell.
don't think I did.
No, I didn't think you did.
think
Yeah.
it was close. It was very sort of Max Verstappen Mexico-esque, wasn't it?
Very
Like,
much so.
There's Jack going.
Bye, Jack. Then he finds the rallycross course.
And this happened at the end. So what happened then here? Did you all just right? Okay, who am I aiming for to hit?
Well, I honestly was digging a rum podium. I was ready for it, and just it was very close. You know, considering a guy who only has 10 minutes of practice and then complains about the car or race and then leaves to go and play, I don't know what he plays, one of those League of Legends Valorant type games. Like, it was quite impressive for him to arrive and actually be on pace.
Oh, he's got an actual good setup. So,
Well, that will help.
well, that's gonna all go to naught because we're changing car. What a shame.
We are.
Yeah. What is the new car going to be again? I missed that.
It is the stage 3, so it's merely a newer FunCup.
Apparently, JT's just doing the schedule. He just told me he gained 50 points today.
That's a lot.
He won both
58,
races.
no? The winner gets 29.
I'm just Mick Jr.'s doubled his points. This is what JT's just telling me in my ears on the production. John G got 22 points today. George Hamilton got 4 away from doubling the points he had before that. Matt, you only got 22.
That's fine. Look, I had, you know, what people don't know is if you have fun during a FunCup race, you get 10,000 points.
Does that mean that everyone, in that case, I'm the champion because that was quite fun commentating on it.
Well, but if we both get 10,000 points and I'm the one that's racing,
everybody wins then. We may as well just abandon the championship and run it for fun. Across the team.
We might as well just go to PSGL.
Yeah, here's the standings now. Okay. I don't know if JT's on. Are you on stream, JT? Can you hit? Oh, he's not. So we're just laughing for nothing. Basically, JT's just put on Mac Prize minus 10,000 points. But the points game puts him on.
I had negative fun.
Yeah, negative 9,918. But it is Sandy on 161, Daniel 132, Jack on 129, Weber's 114. And then we get Mick on 90, Matt, you're on 82, John Jiggs on 77, George is on 60. So, yeah, Daniel's actually overtaken Jack. So that today has not helped him at all. But there is a drop round coming. But Daniel takes second.
Daniel for champion.
Yeah, I think Sandeep's not going to be happy with you two boys after that one. JT, who else have we got waiting for us to come up to the booth? Can have Daniel now if you'd like. That'd be nice to hear from him. Our championship from our contender now is put himself up into second position and our winner for today. Hello, is he here? I don't know if he's
I
here.
should be here. I think.
Hello, Daniel. Yes, I can hear you. Hello, Daniel. How are you doing?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
Very well. You didn't give me much to commentate on that race, mate. You were dominating from both of them, and you just took off. 50 points you've gained today. Well done.
Thank you.
How was it? Go on.
Race 1 was quite interesting because I did originally have Webber with me, and then he dropped back, and then I just got to be set free for once. So I managed to pull away from the squabbling not behind.
Max just said that you could be champion with that. As you see the points on the screen. You're P2 now, 132 points.
Oh,
yeah, that's after 4 rounds. How do you feel?
Quite good about it because it means I can get rid of Donington after my jump start. So that should, if I get a few more good rounds, that should bump up a few points.
And going into Brands Hatch Grand Prix, are you and JT going to do a battle to see how many laps you can get together and who win that? JT's already saying no in my ears.
Well, he's made the decision, so no, unfortunately not this time.
He will be doing laps though. So he will do some laps. So you might want to check out his times. Maybe have a timed competition instead of a lap competition. Right, what do you make of... He's yeah. Though, however, I will ask you, Daniel, what do you make of the Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit for our next visit next week?
Well, it was the first time I ever raced in a FunCup car round Brands Hatch in this series, actually. So we'll bring back some nostalgia, and hopefully with what I've learned from previous races, I can challenge for the top again.
I really hope so. That would be quite nice. Daniel, congratulations today. 2 wins doing the double. Very rare we have doing the double from the season. Webber managed it a couple of times last year. But mainly, I think you're one of the few to do it. So well done.
Thank you.
JT, who have we got next up in the booth? Or is... so Matt has forced Sandeep to do an interview. Sandeep, hello, it's JB up in the booth. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very nice, thank you very much. Well, championship leader still, 161 points. Congratulations. But what was happening out there today? You got bamboozled every which way direction.
I've forgotten how it started, but me and Jack basically made an agreement to not qualify. I think it was after not kill, because obviously it wasn't the most exciting race. We said, you know what, let's not qualify it. Let's start from the back.
Yeah.
Let's work our way through, have some fun. And race 1, well, George Romington had the reactions of a 90-year-old. I said a VC to him off the line. I think Matt, same thing, maybe an 80-year-old for him. John got a jump start, and then we were already up to like P3 by second corner. So anyway, for the second race, we decided to lift off. We were going to do a pit lane start, but we didn't want to get locked, so we lifted off. And then all hell broke loose. Basically,
we could see that all hell broke loose. It was quite an entertaining watch out there.
I also said, that Croft race, one of the races, is going to be the best race of the season, and I think we have achieved that.
Yeah, side by side.
On the channel. It's pinned somewhere.
We will pin it, and I think Matt's going to have fun getting the comments out there.
Yeah, I found it. There you go.
Perfect. I've seen it. Oh yeah.
Well, it's the final race in the UK car. But yeah, anyway, at that one, I remember going into that right-hander behind Webber. I just pretty much just braked too late. I forgot we were on cold tyres. I was so excited. I just went into the back of him.
Straight into the back. Not even.
I mean, I just braked. I started sliding. I just knew I was going to hit him. I apologised to him. It was fine. We were all laughing. And then the rest of the race was catch up, and yeah, then all 6-way battle. What do you expect to happen?
6-way battle was absolutely fantastic. I think you did a very great job out there. Brands Hatch Grand Prix loop next. What are you thinking on that one?
It should be interesting because we've done so many races there in this car, and we're going to the new car. I think the new car has less grip or power, so it should be quite interesting. I mean, that sort of combination is always good for racing when you've got less grip.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
We've just
the
seen
car
a car out there. Go on.
The car shouldn't be so snappy with the tyre temperatures and everything, so it should be field spread should be less, maybe.
Thank God for that. It's going to be a lot of good. Good luck, mate. Have a good week's practice, and I hope you have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
Matt is here because he's targeting something. Matt, what have you got?
What have I got?
Don't know. JT just brought you in, so he told me. Yeah. No custom liveries.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they're broken and they don't work, and they didn't work for me this round. So clearly, custom liveries are broken. So I can't be bothered with it.
I can help you fix it.
No.
Commentator needs to commentate.
But luckily, there's more liveries in this car, so you can just pick a livery that you like out of the choice that we're given.
Okay, that's good. That's good news, then. That might save me.
And I've given myself the flowery livery because I deserve the flowery livery.
You do. Okay.
Because I am a flower.
You really need your meds today, don't you?
No, I'm just northern.
Well, I'm northern as well. Believe me, I get told that quite a lot. Coming through. I'll tell you what, though. When it coming in, Gen 3 kart, front stage 3. JT did show a lap. I think Matt, you did a practice run down into turn 1 and stuffed it. We saw it.
That wasn't me, actually. I don't know who that was.
Oh, okay. Anyway, thanks, guys. Take care, and we will see you next week. Oh, Eric's here. Matt, do you want to take this one?
I mean, what should I ask him?
Be a journalist. Ask him something. Ask him. I don't know.
Be a journalist. I'm a marshal. I don't talk to people. I just shout at people.
Yeah, well, shout to Eric then. Go on, what have you got? Hello, Eric. It's JB up at the booth. Can you hear me? No, please. Listen, I'm not there. JT, you've dragged me for no reason. Right, we're going to end it there.
Good disappointment, Jack.
That's JT.
Eric, whoever it is. I don't know.
Right, we're going to leave it there and leave Croft and come back over to our next event, which is going to be practice at Brands Hatch on the pre-loop coming in as I just press buttons so you can hear me. So next up, it is the Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit, and that is going to be a very feisty event too. Paddock Hill Bend, then through Hailwood Hill up to Druids, down into Graham Hill Bend, through Surtees, and then back up onto the Grand Prix loop. That is our next destination. We'll see you next week, same time, same channel, and hope you're all going to have fun at Brands Hatch. And for me up here in the booth, thank you very much for joining us again today here on JB Sports for the TDM FunCup. A great race, maybe race of the season, but it's only round 4. What have we got left for the remainder in the calendar? Join us next week to find out. We'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.